Shabbat Shalom to all my friends in SW3 and beyond. This week's Sidra Vaetchanan, the second Sidra in the book of Devarim, and the weekend that always comes immediately after the fast of the 9th of Av, which this year was yesterday. There are many connections between the Sidra Vaetchanan, which begins with Moses recalling to the children of Israel how he begged God to let him stay alive during the time of the end of the wilderness years and into the promised land, so he can get a glimpse of the promised land himself, and then he'd be happy to go back to meet his maker in the sky. And he tells the Jewish people, I prayed and I prayed hard, and God said, no, you're not coming in. And God takes him up to a mountain from where he can see the promised land. In this week's Sedra is also the repetition of the Ten Commandments and the first sentence of the Shema. Very important words and sentences in this week's Sedra. But what has it got to do with coming immediately after the 9th of Av? And the answer is this. This is Moses, Moshe, begging God. Moshe pleading. The word Vaetchanan is such a strong term of prayer, of begging. It's hardly ever used in the whole Torah. So the amount of prayer that Moshe, the greatest Jewish leader, does, and still God says no. God is steadfast. Do you know what the flip side is? That if Jewish people get together and pray, most times throughout history, God listens. God listens to public prayer. And if you look at the first two words of this week's Haftarah, it is Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami. Comfort thee, my people. Nachamu in the plural. Because God is saying, now is the time. Starting from now, in 3 weeks' time or less, is the month of Elul when we blow shofar. A month later is Tishrei, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot. God is saying maybe Moses didn't have the right to have his prayers answered as a single person. But Nachamu, Nachamu, Ami, my people, you come together and pray, chances are I will look after you. Unity is all that God needs. So let's get together and make God answer all our prayers as one. Good Shabbos.